Welcome to the 25 Days of Madden, where we're taking the worst NFL team of all time, the 0-16 2008 Detroit Lions, and turning them into Super Bowl champions. For the next 25 days, I'll be posting a brand new video of this series every day at 12 p.m. EST. If I make it through December, it'll be a miracle. And we have 3 goals for today. First, we have to assess this absolute mess of a roster. Second, we're gonna tackle free agency and actually start improving this team. And lastly, the NFL draft using the real-life 2024 draft class. So the other thing we're doing as a part of this series is every day we're shouting out someone who subscribes and comments on these videos. So today's is Hayden Garcia, who asked about Calvin Johnson in that Team of Legends videos we did. He was there. He was like 4th or 5th string. Didn't really do a whole lot. So if you wanna be like Hayden, you wanna get a shout in these videos, be sure to join the now 7.4% of people who watch these videos and are subscribed. My goal for this 25-day series is to maybe try to get that number to 25%. I'm not great at math, but I do think that that's like 3 times higher than we are right now. But hey, you never know. Now let's go check out this team. So here we are at the offseason. And as you can see, we went 0-17. Obviously the 08 Lions went 0-16, but there's one more game now, so kind of just a technicality. The interesting thing is, when I recreated this roster, I used this like Excel spreadsheet that had all the ratings from Madden 09, so the 2008 Lions roster, and we actually ended up as an 88 overall. Honestly, it's not that great, and I don't want to spend a ton of time here because it's kind of like rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. Like, if we stick with what we got, the ship's going down. So at quarterback, we have 4 guys on the roster now. John Kitna, I know, is a free agent, and he's only a 79 overall, so I really don't think he's gonna be on this team going forward. But we have Dante Culpepper, who in real life was at like the end of his career, so he was not good at all for the Lions. John Kitna, Drew Stanton, and Dan Orlovsky, who probably has the most famous play in Lions history running out of the back of the end zone. Honestly, they're all pretty bad, so none of these guys are probably gonna be the quarterback going forward. At running back, we have Kevin Smith and Tatum Bell. Now, I played with this team a little bit just to get like some footage for B-roll, but all the running backs honestly felt very slow to me, which is kind of surprising for what their ratings actually are. So I think in free agency, we'll try to maybe bring in like a true number 1. But at wide receiver, we have the legend, Calvin Johnson. Now I know the title of this video is 0-17 to 17-0. Going undefeated is the goal here, but I thought it might get repetitive and a little predictable if we were just like winning every single game. So the overall goal is to win a Super Bowl. But second goal is to try to go 17-0. If that doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. But more than anything, it's to get Calvin Johnson what he deserves, which is a winning team. The only other wide receiver here who is like of note is Roy Williams. In real life, I think they traded him away to Dallas in this year. I think we have him under contract going forward, so we'll probably keep him around. I mean, he is an 87 overall. But other than that, the receiver room is pretty average. Now at tight end, this to me is like the fun part. We have Dan Campbell. As you probably know, he is the real life Lions head coach right now. I thought about making like a custom coach, but I did think it was funny to have like the same guy coaching and playing tight ends. Across the line, I mean, we don't have anything like too exciting. A lot of names that I genuinely don't remember. And on defense, it kind of goes the same way. I mean, Dwayne White was pretty good in the games I was playing to record some footage. Same with Corey Redding, but like just no real standouts on this team. Except Ernie Sims. He is, I think, our highest rated overall right now, even above Calvin Johnson. At corner, again, it's all pretty average. I mean, same with safety. It's like the highest is an 82 with Dwight Smith. Nothing really too special there. But at kicker, we have Jason Hanson, who was a pretty good kicker throughout his whole NFL career. 93 overall, he's under contract. I think this offense is gonna struggle a little bit, especially early on. So we definitely need a good kicker on this team. But yeah, taking a look at the guys that we have the option to re-sign, I mean, John Kitna, he wants a lot of money to be here, and he's not that good, to be honest. Other than that, I mean, Paris Lennon, 84 overall, he wants pretty good money, doesn't really want to be here, so I'm not really interested in really overpaying for him, except Steven Peterman. He is a 79 overall, only normal development, but I don't know what free agency looks like yet, so I think we're going to offer him, oh, perfect, he's already back. Awesome. So let's take a look at who we can actually sign in free agency. Wow, Tyron Smith would be a huge get here, but his interest in being here is extremely low. Josh Allen could also be pretty good. And other than that, I mean, kind of just low 80s overall. So I don't really know if there's anyone that I really need here. So we do have 124 million in cap space. So I think we will try to offer in on a few of these guys. But the way we're going to be doing this series is that once I get past the offseason, I'm allowed to make 1 move per week. So basically 1 move per video of this series. The reason for that being is I want you guys to let me know in the comments, like guys we should trade for, free agents we should try to sign, and really just make this like an interactive series where you guys are involved with the team as well. But to start, I think we will try to offer on Tyron Smith. He's looking for a 1-year, $22.8 million contract. Let's try to give him 2 years and like 20 mil. So I think we'll offer in there. I mean, it's not bad. It's like 75% there. And we are his top offer so far. So we'll see if that one works out. And I think we'll also offer on Josh Allen. He wants a long deal, 6 years. Now, since the goal is to win a Super Bowl in this season, let's see what that gets us. Yeah, it's about 50%. And yeah, we're not even listed on the top offers. He has 15 teams interested. You know what? I think we'll actually offer him the contract he wants just to see. Yeah, that puts us a lot higher in our offer strength. Where does that put us on his overall offers? We're 3rd. I think we'll leave that one there. He is young. He is superstar X Factor. I think he would be good to bring in. And yeah, we'll try Kyle Duggar on like a 1-year, $5 million deal, which puts us 3rd for him as well. I don't think we're going to end up getting him, but I think that's like a good offer to start with. We'll also give Marcus Peters a 1-year deal. I think he just got cut in real life, but we're his only offer, so he should hopefully sign. And yeah, we'll try Odell on a 1-year deal as well. 2nd on his top offer. So I think that's actually okay to start with for now. So let's evaluate our offers and see if anyone actually signed. Oh, sick. All right, we got Tyron Smith and Marcus Peters. Did not think we were going to get Tyron Smith, so that's actually a huge get for us. Lost Josh Allen to the Texans. That's okay. He wanted a ton of money. Also lost Odell to the Falcons. But the last guy I want to try to offer on is Rashid Shaheed. He has a lot of interest to be here, ironically, because our team has a franchise quarterback in Dante Culpepper. His age is definitely wrong in this roster, and he's definitely not a franchise quarterback, but we're going to try to offer him a 2-year deal at like $5 million a year. Puts us about like 70% there, and we are his top offers, so I think that should probably go through. Okay, sweet. He'll be pretty good in like the return game and also maybe like in the slot. So I'm happy we got him. We have about 67 mil in cap space left, which is good because I do want to try to make like 1 or 2 trades in this video. Okay, so because Dante Culpepper does have that franchise QB tag, I want to see if he has value because I know he's not going to be our quarterback. What if I give them like a 3rd round pick with him to get Justin Simmons? Pretty close. What about with a 3rd next year as well?
Nope.
Man, so close. 5th this year?
Nope.
God. Will a 6th this year do it?
Nope.
Oh my God. Okay, finally, that took forever. So we got Justin Simmons from the Broncos. We send them Dante Culpepper and a couple picks in the next few years. I'm not too worried about losing those, and I think Justin Simmons will be a good upgrade for this team. All right, and I think the last trade we're gonna make, I want to try to bring in Kyle Pitts. I think it's gonna cost us a lot, and I do wanna use Dan Campbell at tight end, but I have used Kyle Pitts in some videos before, and I know he usually develops very well. Where does this put us? Oh, okay, so we're right there. Let's put that 2nd round pick back in, and that goes through. All right, so we give up Mike Fury and Drew Stanton, 2026 1st and 4th, and this year's 2nd for Kyle Pitts, which I do think is obviously giving up a lot, but I mean, a 90 overall Kyle Pitts at Superstar X Factor is going to have a ton of value for this offense. I mean, especially in comparison to what we have with Michael Gaines and Dan Campbell, like drastic improvement. All right, so real quick, we'll take a look at the last mock draft before the actual draft. So it has us taking Caleb Williams, #1 overall, Jared Verse going to the Commanders, Marvin Harrison going to the Patriots. We brought in Tyron Smith, so I don't think we need to get Joe Alt. So yeah, Drake May is like A's across the board except short accuracy, whereas Caleb Williams is A for everything. So I think in this draft class build, Caleb Williams is probably going to be the better prospect to draft. But the other position we really need to try to improve on is running back. I mean, Trey Benson does look pretty good. Same with Trayvon Henderson. Potentially Will Shipley could be pretty good in like the 2nd round if we could swing it. I think we might have actually traded our 2nd round picks. We might have to trade back in. Can't remember, honestly. Okay, so it's time for the 2024 NFL draft. I mean, quarterback is obviously the pick here, and I honestly think it has to be Caleb Williams. He's going to be, I think, the generational talent in this draft class, so I think we're going to have to go with him. So he has hidden dev right now. We don't know his overall, obviously. I mean, he is doing like the flex, which if you know the meme, it means he has Superstar X Factor, so hopefully we get lucky and he actually does. But yeah, that 96 throw power and 92 acceleration, I think he's going to be a pretty drastic improvement over John Kitna. So the Commanders do take Jared Verse, Marvin Harrison Jr. to the Patriots, Dallas Turner to the Cards, Cards, Brock Bowers to the Bears. So I double checked. We don't have our second round pick. We did trade it away. But really, I think the guy I want to trade in for is Trey Benson. So let's skip ahead to the second round. And Trey Benson, of course, went to the Jets. I thought we might be able to trade in like right at the top of the second. So I think it's going to be Trayvon Henderson that we do target. The question is, will he drop to the third round? I mean, with carrying at a C and catching at a C to F, I don't feel like he's worth trading up for. Like, Bucky Irving looks like a better prospect. Maybe we trade up for him? Okay, so I decided I want to trade back into the second round. We had 2 third-round picks this year, so I packaged that with a third and a fourth next year to trade to the Bengals for their second-round pick this year. So to not overthink it, I'm just gonna skip ahead to our pick. So Bucky Irving is still available. I think he could be the pick here, but also Princely, not even gonna try to say your last name, could be another guy we target here. I mean, I like his A to C block shedding. Pursuit at an A is great. Zone coverage at an A is great. All right, so I just wanna double check. We pick now at 57 and our next pick is at 65. So although I do like Bucky Irving, I think the pick here is gonna be Princely, and ooh, that normal development is a bit of a bummer. I'm not gonna lie. But his ratings overall do look pretty good. Maybe I'll learn how to say his last name by the time we actually get into some games, but for now, I'm not gonna even try to butcher it. Honestly, I think I am gonna do Will Shipley. 95 acceleration, 90 change of direction, 85 jumping. He might be the quick back I was looking for, and I believe we only have 1 pick in the 7th. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know these guys super well. I have them like 50% scouted, but I know I wanna take a corner with my last pick, and to be honest, I am leaning towards DJ James. I know some other YouTubers may like wax philosophical or however that saying goes about why they should pick this guy and not. I'm just gonna take a swing. Normal development again. We really have not gone well with development, but he does look okay overall. I mean, I think it might have been a swing and miss. So Caleb Williams is starting out a 79 overall. I'd be shocked if he had X Factor, but you never know with these draft classes. Real quick, I did change up how he looked just so it's like slightly more realistic. But let's take a quick look at everyone else we have. I mean, Princely is a 74. Will Shipley turned out to be a 75. Problem is, I think that normal dev is gonna kill his development. And yeah, these corners I took, I think are also just guys who are never gonna develop. I mean, DJ James is starting out at 70. Also, Bean is here now. Hi, Bean. But yeah, I think overall we have improved the team a bit here. I mean, Caleb Williams, I think will be a drastic improvement over John Kitna from last year, so I think that'll be great. Kyle Pitts, I think will be nice on this team, and we're also gonna bump up Dan Campbell to be his backup. Tyron Smith was a huge get, and yeah, defensively, I mean, Justin Simmons was our big ad for this episode. Ernie Sims is still a 94 overall. Corey Redding is an 89 overall. I mean, he's young and a superstar X Factor, so hopefully he'll get better as we start playing games. So yeah, in the next video, Caleb Williams will make his NFL debut. We're skipping over the preseason, going right to week 1. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. Let me know what you think of how we did in the draft and free agency. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next video of this series. Be good people.